just wanted to jump in here real quick and talk about something that's very important in the flatbed world. You see the same picture that I'm looking at. I've got it right here on the iPad. And what that is called a coil. That big blue thing, it's called a coil. Now, these coils weigh a lot. The big coils like this weigh between 40 and 48,000 pounds. Some even go a little bit higher, but for most of the time, what we haul is 40 to 48,000 pounds. Now, my truck and trailer with a half a tank of fuel in it weighs 30,500 pounds. So this coil, that one little coil, which is about 6 feet in diameter, weighs more than my entire truck and trailer combined. You'll notice that it's like a big roll of bathroom tissue, and it can roll forward. You'll notice that it has 6 chains on there, which are depicted by the orange and yellow and green chains. There's 6 of them. Each one of those chains has about 5,000 pounds of securement strength. So there's 30,000 pounds of securement strength on a 45,000 pound coil. Now, DOT requires that we have at least 50% of the weight of the load in securement strength. So we've already exceeded with this picture. And when we finish with this load, we put straps across the top, which takes us up to about 40,000 pounds of securement strength. But the one thing I want to point out on these coils is the danger that's associated with them. Think about it. This coil weighs more than the truck and trailer combined, 50% more in other words. So if those chains break, or if we don't put the right amount of chains on it and that coil starts rolling forward down the trailer, which is depicted by that gray thing that it's sitting on, it's in a cradle, of course, we're done. That's why this is called a suicide mount. Because if it starts rolling forward, it's going to roll right through the cab where I'm sitting, and that's the end. I think one of the reasons it's referred to as suicide, because if you don't secure it right, you're committing suicide. It's just that simple. So it's very important that we as the drivers take out the time to properly secure these coils. Now, you notice under the coil, those orange things, those are cradle. I call it the cradle, and it holds these pieces of wood, which is called dunnage, and that wood has a bevel on it, so it's like an angle, so that the coil is it's going to stop and it can't roll in either direction. You'll notice here in real life what my cradle actually looks like. You'll notice that it's centered between those 2 yellow tags, which means it's in the center of the trailer. Here's 3 of the chains on one side, and then 3 of the chains on the other side, which is what I have to use to secure it. And then when I get it all set up, I actually strap down the beveled dunnage so that it can't move or go anywhere. Very important that I go through these steps. Now, later on in the video, you'll see me actually chaining it down. You're also going to see me putting a tarp on it, because we got to protect these coils. And then on top of the tarp, I actually throw a couple of more straps. So when it's all said and done, I have about 40,000 pounds of securement strength on this 45. I think the coil that I picked up that day was 47,000 pounds. Nothing to play with. So I just wanted to take this brief minute and talk about securement and how important it is for us as drivers. Thanks, and thanks for watching the video. What's going on, fam? I'm here at Steel Dynamics, where we pick up these huge coils. These coils weigh up to 20 tons. Actually, the one that I'm picking up, I think, weighs actually 22 tons. So it's pretty exciting watching what goes on here. Okay, so I'm actually around the back side of the truck, waiting on these guys to get me loaded. Just amazes me. Here's the truck pulling out. I don't know if you can see it, but he's got about 40,000 pounds on the back. This crane up above my head, sorry for all the spinning, you see that big yellow thing up there? That's what's actually going to pick the coil up and set it down on the truck. So I'm going to try to sneak this camera over there where we can see it, and I'll come right back here in a minute. You can see the operator standing right there in the center. Now he moves the coil down above the other coils, and now he's going to set it on my truck.
trying to get it right in the center so that it'll ride smooth. And after that, I've got to run over there and get to work. Here we go. And that is that. So the rubber pads that go on the coil, I forgot to put them back. So you see he's gonna grab it, pinch it, and then I gotta hurry up and put my mats on there. Okay, I'll wait then. Thank you. Okay. What are these coils used for?
I don't know what I think we're bringing this is automotive.
Automotive place? Okay.
Dyson Group does. They do a lot of different stuff.
Okay.
A lot of stuff.
All right, so I have to stay back while he is flying the coil. It's hard to believe that one little coil weighs that much. Yeah, that's it, right there. All right, man, I appreciate you doing that. I was strapping the boards down out there and I got hungry, so. Y'all want 2 chains on them before we roll, right?
My pawpaw forgot to put in the music, so sorry, don't get mad. Bye!
Okay, so I've got my two ratchets on the chain. It is secure enough to move, but I'm going to yard creep out of here and go to a secure area where I can finish securing the coil. And then after I get the coil secured, I'll throw a tarp over it. Let's boogie!
So now I just ordered today they're called coil bags. It's one of these designed just for coils. Can't wait to get it. Crapola. So this tarp is way too big for this. That went easier than I thought it was. Let's tighten that joker down.